Tonight, you shall be your own mare, never again to be threatened by the elements of harmony.
Twilight had her head covered by a thick sack for most of her pony napping.
What about the spell?
After such a harrowing ordeal, you must be positively petrified. And I heard they had you tied up.
I'm fine.
I officially owe you, Twilight Sparkle, a favor.
Great. That's just great. My bags are in the forest. I know.
Can I sleep here? Do you want me to leave in the morning?
No, you don't have to leave in the morning.
Morning.
Hey, Spike.
For the past few days, there had been a little black filly alicorn. Twilight had come to call the filly Nix, an old name from a storybook Twilight remembered from her own fillyhood. Nix had become a little more open, though she was still nervous and quiet. She had even started helping Spike with his chores. She had cracked open and read a number of books, even though she struggled with the words at times. But if there was one thing that Nix did that was annoying, it was that she asked questions. A lot of questions. Just the previous day, Nix had spent hours looking out the window, watching ponies pass by. If any pony happened to look in a direction, she would quickly duck out of sight, but she would only hide for a few minutes before returning to the window. Nix asked if she could go outside. She had to refuse the request, and thankfully Nix didn't resist. Yet her request made Twilight realize something. Nix deserved to be able to go outside and enjoy the sunshine. At the same time, the sudden appearance of a filly alicorn in Ponyville would undoubtedly draw a disastrous amount of unwanted attention. Thus, if Nix did go outside, Twilight would be sure it was done with considerable preparation. Time to call in Rarity's favor.
Rarity? Are you home?
Yes, dear, just a moment. Twilight, darling, I've seen neither hide nor hair of you in days. Where have you been hiding?
In the library. Where else?
Where else indeed? Now, just what brings you by the boutique?
I need some casual daywear.
Now that is a request I don't get too often. Most ponies are just satisfied strolling about without a thread of fabric on, but personally, I feel some ponies would look just fabulous with the right vest or day dress. So, Twilight, what were you thinking of in particular?
Okay, so here's the thing. It really isn't for me. It's for her. Rarity, I'd like you to meet Nix. Nix, this is my good friend Rarity. Say hello, Nix.
Hello, Miss Rarity.
Did you not recall the legend? Did you not see the signs?
Well, of course. I just need you to come in back with me and pick out a fabric. Nix, was it? Would you mind staying here? I just need to speak with Twilight for a few moments in private. Who is that?
I take it you notice she looks kind of like...
Nightmare Moon! Yes, I did notice. Now would you care to explain?
Okay, short version. She might, and I mean might, be Nightmare Moon reborn. That crazy cult that pony napped me cast some weird spell. I think it created her. I found her in the forest, alone and scared.
And you brought her to Ponyville?
Calm down before she hears you. To be honest, I'm having trouble believing she could be Nightmare Moon at all.
Twilight, I think your pony napping has rattled your senses. You have to tell Princess Celestia about this.
But I'm afraid that if the princess finds out, she'll banish Nix to the moon. Look, you saw how she acted when she first met you. She's more scared of you than you are of her.
And have you ever thought about what might happen if she did start to remember? Twilight, listen to yourself. If that filly was produced by a spell, and that spell was supposed to bring back Nightmare Moon, then...
Rarity, please! You're the only other pony I've told, and I need you to keep this a secret. Right now, all I want to do is try and pass her off as my cousin, just until I can figure out whether she is Nightmare Moon or just looks like her. But I can't just keep her locked in the library all the time if I'm going to pass her off as a normal unicorn, and for that, she needs a disguise. Consider this the favor you owe me.
And you want to use your favor like this?
Yes.
Are you absolutely, positively...
Rarity, I'm sure.
Very well, Twilight. Your secret is safe with me. But that still leaves me wondering just why you've brought her to my boutique.
I need you to make something, anything Nyx can wear to hide her wings.
But Twilight, wings are so in style right now. All the best boutiques in Canterlot are using Pegasus models this season. Makes me wish I could talk Fluttershy into stepping back onto the stage. That or convince Rainbow Dash to give fashion modeling a try. She could have such a beautiful mane if she would just brush it once in a while and...
Focus! Even if wings are in style, it's a whole lot easier to hide a pair of wings than it is to hide a horn. Wouldn't you agree?
True. Wings are a more readily hidden feature, though. Personally, I think I could have figured out a way to hide her horn. Still, I'll admit she does have the wonderful black coat. It's such a rare color that I don't get to work with enough. Her mane isn't bad either. A little ragged, maybe, but with some brushing and a little care. Idea! I'm almost done. Just hold on for a few more seconds. Oh, what to do? What to do? I think for your facial structure, we need to pull your mane back, but it just needs something. Of course! Aloe and Lotus!
Who and what now?
Aloe and Lotus, the ponies who manage the spa. They style their manes back like this, and I think that's just what we need.
Am I done now?
Yes, you are done. Here, why don't you go and take a look in the mirror?
It's perfect. Now all she needs are her glasses.
Are you sure she needs them, Twilight? Her eyesight seems fine, in my opinion.
These aren't correctional glasses. It took a lot of research, but I finally found an illusion spell that I can use to enchant the glasses to disguise Nyx's eyes. It makes them look, well, more common.
I hope you selected some fashionable frames.
Well, I thought they looked nice.
Twilight! Please tell me this is some kind of cruel joke. Those thick frames in that black color, oh, they utterly clash with Nyx's entire outfit.
But she has a black coat. How can black frames clash with a black coat?
I will not have you ruin this fashionable attire with some random frames you picked out just because you thought they'd be fine.
But
now I want you to gallop to wherever you purchase these atrocities and get them exchanged. Pick up something in a midnight purple with a slight gloss and make sure the frames are also at least half as thin as these things.
But what about Nyx?
She'll be fine here with me until you come back with those new frames. Now off with you. Twilight, sometimes I think you're actually trying to be unfashionable on purpose. I do apologize for that outburst, Nyx, but I just couldn't let Twilight ruin your new outfit I made with those awful glasses.
Were the glasses really that bad?
Oh, yes. Between you and me, I would make my worst enemy, some pony I truly hated, wear those glasses. What in the world is the matter?
Twilight doesn't like me.
Now, just what makes you think that?
You said that you wouldn't make any pony wear those glasses, even some pony you really hate. But Twilight wanted me to wear those glasses, so she must hate me. And...
No, Nyx, I promise Twilight doesn't hate you.
But you said...
Allow me to clarify. I wouldn't make any pony wear those glasses, but I also have a better sense of fashion than Twilight Sparkle.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely positive. Twilight Sparkle does not hate you in the least.
Oh, okay, Miss Rarity.
Please, you may just call me Rarity. Good. Now I'm done cleaning, so why don't we go and have ourselves a late morning tea while we wait for Twilight? Go ahead and sit there. The tea will be ready in a jiffy. So, tell me a little about yourself, Nyx.
Well, I've been staying with Twilight. She's a really nice unicorn, and Spike is nice too. She also has an owl named...
Nyx, you're telling me about Twilight Sparkle, and I know Twilight. No, I want to know more about you. Oh, and if I were you, I'd drink your tea before it starts getting cold. Oh, please tell me Twilight has at least taught you how to drink tea properly.
There's a proper way to drink tea?
But of course, especially when you have a unicorn horn. The only proper way for a unicorn mare to have tea is to levitate the cup to her mouth and take a very delicate sip.
You mean like this?
My word!
Rarity, I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! Please don't be mad! I didn't mean to do it!
Nyx, please relax. It was just an accident. Now... there you go, just like that. Well, I suppose we have time before Twilight gets back to go over a few things. First, sit up straight. A proper mare must never slouch at the table. Now, while maintaining your posture, I'll demonstrate the proper way to eat cake.
Rarity!
Oh, Twilight, you're back. Come into the kitchen.
What are you two doing?
Why, I'm just giving Nyx a few lessons in being a proper mare.
Yeah, she taught me how to sip tea, how to eat cake, and now she's showing me how to have proper posture.
There's a way to eat cake?
But of course, Twilight. At least there is a proper way to do it. Still, I assume you have the new glasses?
Yep, I've got them right here.
Those are better. Not ideal, mind you, but still better than the last pair. Yes, those frames definitely suit her better than the first pair, and their color goes just as well with her vest as I'd hoped.
Twilight, why do I have to wear a vest and glasses anyway?
Well, Twilight's just trying to protect you from making other ponies jealous. Most ponies have wings or a horn, if they even have either at all. But you have both. Not only that, but you have such unique eyes that you'd make other ponies jealous. And you wouldn't want to make any pony jealous, would you?
No, I guess I don't.
Well, you just keep those vests and glasses on then, and you won't have to worry about it. Now, why don't you go and finish your cake? I want to talk with Twilight for a moment.
So I take it you two have been getting along?
I'll admit, Twilight, she's very well behaved, and I can see why you believe she only looks like Nightmare Moon.
I'm glad to hear that.
Still, I notice a couple of things you may want to be aware of.
Like what?
Firstly, the little filly has a lot of magic. As you can see, she's already able to levitate a teacup with some proficiency, while the first cup she tried to lift flew straight into the ceiling and shattered to bits, like she put too much effort into it.
Well, she is...
Secondly, be very, and I do mean very, careful what you say around her. I found out the hard way that Nyx is a very sensitive pony. I accidentally said something in passing that made her think you hated her. She was absolutely heartbroken. In fact, I dare say she's actually worse than our dear Fluttershy.
Don't worry, Rarity. I may not know as much about fashion as you do, but I do know that you have to be careful about what you say to some ponies, because it just might hurt their feelings.
One of your lessons on friendship, I would imagine. So, what do you have planned for the rest of the afternoon?
I was actually planning to show Nyx around Ponyville and see how well her disguise works. Take her to see the rest of our friends.
Very clever of you, Twilight. In case the disguise isn't enough, you'd only be introducing her to our friends, ponies who we can trust to keep a secret.
Exactly. Though, I think for now I'd like to just keep the truth between you and me.
Cross my heart, hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye.
Thank you, Rarity. And thanks again for helping with Nyx's disguise.
It was my pleasure, Twilight. It was nice being able to extend my creativity to a casual wear vest. Please promise me one more thing, though.
What's that?
Keep an eye on Nyx, Twilight. I know you don't think she's Nightmare Moon, but I would rather you err on the side of caution.
I'll be careful, Rarity. I promise. All right, Nyx, we need to get going.
Thank you, Rarity. It was fun learning to be a proper mayor.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you think I could come back and learn more?
I suppose you could come back from time to time, though if I'm busy with a client, I expect you to either come back later or wait patiently. A proper mayor does not interrupt some ponies that's working.
Rainbow Dash was the very first to run into Twilight and Nyx. Literally. Nyx, however, was bawling her eyes out in panic, worried that the first pony to show her any kindness was seriously injured. It was easy enough to get Nyx to calm down once Twilight was able to reassure her that she wasn't hurt. Rainbow Dash, on the other hoof, wasn't too impressed with Twilight's cousin. In her own words, Dash pointed out that Nyx was kind of a crybaby, and that she could stand a lot of toughening up. The next pony Twilight introduced Nyx to was Applejack. Still reeling from her encounter with Rainbow Dash, Nyx was frightened of Applejack. Nyx, however, warmed up to Applejack when she showed her some good old-fashioned hospitality. Nyx also got along with Fluttershy fairly well, though if Nyx couldn't get along with the bearer of the element of kindness, Twilight would have doubted that Nyx could ever get along with any pony. Fluttershy also proved to be just the mare to help Nyx completely forget about Rainbow Dash's callous comments. Fluttershy introduced Nyx to as many of her animal friends as she could, and happily responded to Nyx's questions about the many cute and cuddly creatures.
Hey, welcome to Sugar Cube Corner, where everything is super tasty, super sugary, and just super super. Oh, hey Twilight, here for an afternoon snack?
No, I'm actually here to introduce you to my cousin. She's going to be staying here in Ponyville with me for a while, and...
Yay! I love meeting new ponies. I'm Pinkie Pie. What's your name? Let me guess. I'm great at guessing games. Little Shadow? No. How about Nightshade? Oh, I know. Black Snooty. Black Snooty. Oh, I'm sorry. That was mean of me. I know your coat is black, but I don't know enough about you to call you Snooty. And even if I did, I wouldn't say it to you like this. That would just make me a rude Rudy Rude Pants. Why did I think that would be your name?
in any case, her name is Nyx.
Oh, that's a cool name. So, Nixie, how long have you been in Ponyville?
Just a few days.
What? She's been here for that long and you didn't tell me?
I was just giving her a chance to settle in.
Twilight, nothing helps a pony settle in better than a welcome party, and now I'm late! I'm gonna have to make this party extra super duper special to make up for it being so late. Oh, I'm gonna need streamers, balloons. Now we'll have the party at the library tonight, and I'll invite every pony. Oh, it'll be so much fun! But I'm gonna need help if I'm gonna pull it off. Oh, where's Rainbow Dash?
Twilight? Is she always like that?
Only when she meets a new pony.
And is she really going to throw me a party?
Yep, Pinkie Pie throws a party for every new pony who comes to Ponyville. Even ponies who may only be staying here for a few days. She just really likes throwing parties and making ponies smile. Still, if she's going to throw you a party, I'm going to have to let you know what to expect. I don't want you to get overloaded like I did at my welcome party.
Pinkie Pie threw you a welcome party? What was that like?
Well, it's sort of like this. I just arrived in Ponyville with Spike, and he told me to try to talk to some of the other ponies in town. The first pony that we ran into was Pinkie Pie. And